called STACEJAM, but I cannot do that without the help of my friend Nate Schaefer on keys, so clap it up for Nate Schaefer! What you're about to see is I'm going to, in just 1 second, ask you for a word, and then I'm going to do a completely improvised musical. So I want you to give me a word that is important to you. So anything at all, any word at all, but that's important to you.
Cat.
Avocado.
Corn dog? Hell yeah, girl. Great. STACEJAM presents corn dogs.
Yes.
There's something special wrapped inside. There's something special wrapped inside. You no longer have to run. You no longer have to hide. There's something special inside. This is my first day on the soccer team. My uncle's a coach, so that's how I got on. Nepotism. But I can contribute as a sideline helper and support system for when one of you guys gets knocked down. There's something special inside. There's something special inside. I no longer want to run, no longer want to hide, 'cause there's something special inside. I've been a cafeteria lady for 36 years! And on Sloppy Joe Day, that means it's Sloppy Joe Day. So get out of here with your fucking requests. There's something special inside. There's something special inside. You better run. You better hide. There's something special inside. Yeah, I'll take 2 corn dogs. I'm on a date with myself. There's something special inside. There's something special inside. Don't need a man. Ain't gonna run. Ain't gonna hide. There's something special Any minute I get to play the last quarter. It's warming up my legs. You guys don't want, okay. No, I've never been in a game yet. Yeah, I know it's the last game of the season. My uncle said, my coach Bob, said that I could go in. So that's pretty exciting. I did play soccer a lot when I was a kid in my backyard, but I always lost. I didn't play against anyone, but I always lost. I kept scoring goals at myself because whenever I kick the ball, it goes backwards behind my head. My uncle Bob said it's going to come in handy one day when I'm a professional athlete and I could do a cycle kick. Scissor kick. So, you guys don't have to feel sad for me anymore because I feel good about it. I've always brought the orange slices. I've always gotten the team H2O. Sure, they call me Water Boy and Weasel, but here's something involve balls that haunt. I'm afraid of balls. I'm afraid of balls. Every kind of ball. I'm afraid of balls. But I know that someday soon I'll be good at something. I'll howl at the moon. I'll notify you jerks that I've got talent inside. But for now, I wanna run away from the balls and hide. I'm afraid of balls. I'm afraid of balls. Every kind of ball. I'm afraid of balls. It's time for me to go in. We got 5 minutes until lunch. Get your helmets on. They just had a field trip, so they're hungry as shit. Why are you looking at me like that? No one looks at Mama that way. Yeah, they call me Mama. I'm Mama of the food. Mama with a mood. I'm gonna serve them sloppy joes all day. Oh, Mama, so good. Mama with the food. I'm gonna feed them anyway. These poor, ruthless kids, they come in here with dreams, and I give them all this fake-ass meat, and I serve them with different creams. I give them all the sauces, and I shove them down their mouths. And when they come to bring their drinks, it all comes out down south. I'm Mama of the food. Yes, my husband left me, but that has nothing to do with why I'm here for 36 years. I'm Mama of the food.
Forgot there was a little hot dog inside. Don't worry. I love you too.
I need a fucking boyfriend. I have eaten 36 corn dogs in 36 days. And my corn dog blog isn't getting any hits. Is this what you want to be famous for, Marie? This? For eating corn dogs? I eat because I'm sad. And God, it feels so bad. But sometimes, corn dog, it feels so corn dog, you give me something that no man can. Oh, corn dog, I broke both his legs. How could you let him go in knowing that he's not good? Bob, you're my brother. I trusted you. You just let him waltz on in against the hardest team the whole season. The Bobcats. Those Bobcats mauled my son. It's my fault? It's my fault? Yeah, it's your fault. All right? He doesn't like playing soccer. He didn't even want to go in. He cried as soon as I called his name. Untrue. Untrue. He was crying tears of joy because he was so excited to finally play. That's what you think, but he doesn't like to play. He doesn't like the Sockers. You gotta trust me on this one. I know. I forced my son to play football. And he's been in a concussion. Not in a coma, concussion. He's been in a concussion. I know. I didn't mean to bring that up, I'm sorry. Not let people stay in as long as a concussion as your son, my nephew. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blame you. Maybe it is my fault. Maybe I pushed him too hard. My father did the same to me. Pull up a chair. You're gonna need to hear my story, even though you don't care. And sure, we had the same father. Here's a tissue.
And sure, I don't know what sloppy joes are made of. But I know they're not made of anything good. Fine, I'll be the face of the rebellion. Hey, Mama. Yeah, you. No more sloppy joes.